Animal Dads. This week for homework, you will be listening and reading to the story Animal Dads. It's a non-fiction story about animals who are dads and take care of their young. Listen carefully to the story so that you can answer your 2 written comprehension questions. Animal Dads. Some animal dads don't help much. These dads don't help at all. Other animals' dads are great. Which animal dads are those? This dad guards and cares for his chicks. He helps them all by himself for almost 2 years. The name of this animal is a ray. You can tell by the label in the bottom corner. This dad cleans bugs from his baby's fur. He helps feed them. He carries them too. This animal is called a marmoset. You can tell by the label that I have circled in the bottom corner. This dad holds eggs in his mouth. He helps them stay safe until they are born. This animal is called a jawfish, which you can see by the label I have circled in the bottom left corner. This dad eats food and spits it back up. Then he feeds it to his pups. Yum! He helps his pups grow strong. This animal is called a jackal. You can tell by the label in the bottom left corner. This dad carries tadpoles on his back. He helps them reach water. This animal is a poison dart frog. I have circled the label for you. This dad holds an egg on his feet. He helps keep it warm in the cold. This animal is an emperor penguin. I have circled that label for you as well. This dad holds thousands of eggs in his pouch. He helps them grow and hatch. This animal is a seahorse. These dads help out with their young too. Now that you have listened to the story, it is time to answer your written comprehension questions. You will answer one question on Tuesday and the other question on Thursday. Here are some helpful hints to make sure that you have the best answer possible. Remember, we are practicing these questions because these are the same kinds of questions we will have on our M-Class test. Your first hint is to use your question in your answer. If the question asks you, "What is this story about?" you would start by saying, "This story is about." Your second clue is to use the book to find your answer. We call this text evidence. Text evidence is going back in the book and looking at pictures or words to help us find how we can answer the question. Your third hint is the word because. Because is a first grader's best friend. In almost every single question, you will need to explain your answer. If you use the word because, then you're going to be explaining yourself. For instance, you might say, "I know this because." Your fourth hint is to be specific and use details, especially in non-fiction texts. And your fifth hint is to check your answer. Whenever we do work at school or for homework, we always want to check our work. But it's important to get into the habit of checking your answer and reading it out loud. This will help you make sure that you have everything on the page you want to before handing it in to be graded. Good luck!